Yeah, I wasn't sure if I missed something, but you said when you were building fonts, you usually like ideate different ways a letter could be appear.
Hmm.
Uh, that's a bit different than I guess the way I expected it to go, which is either like building it around the theme or building it to like fit a certain project goal or idea, right?
Just to clarify too, a lot of these projects that I'm talking about are retail typefaces. So they're typefaces that I'm making to sell on my website. They're not really custom projects for a particular brief. I may have a brief for myself, like, oh, I need to, make this because I haven't got one of these. So, I'll have that in the back of my head. But at the ideation phase, it's really about exploring different ideas. And then once you have an idea, then your letters definitely have to feel like they're, a part of the family that you're designing. Is that what you mean?
Yeah. I guess if you're just building it to sell, I guess it's not like it's for a particular client or anything. So it
Right.
makes sense.
Yeah. Exactly. If it was a particular client, then you would be answering a brief, and it would have to, maybe it's used for signage or something like that. So we would have to think carefully about, what we need to do to make sure that it works in signage. But I could then select one of the ideas that I've sketched before that would lend itself to that. But you're right. Every typeface doesn't work for every application for sure.
I have a follow-up question, if you will.
Yeah.
Um, so with that in mind, do you have like a particular process you go through when it comes to designing for a specific theme?
For a specific theme. So my Brisbane typeface was initially designed for wayfinding. So the thing about wayfinding or looking at type at a distance is it's not like what you would mostly expect for display type or anything that you're looking up very close can be spaced really tightly because you're just looking at it rather than maybe reading it. But for legibility purposes, looking at type at a distance, let's say you're driving down the highway, the type generally is spaced very loosely, so you can see it, a couple of miles down the road. I'm not really good with miles, so you know, at the next roundabout or whatever, you need to turn left. You want to be able to read that stuff. So spacing is very important. Also, letter recognition. So often when you look at certain characters from a distance, they can become similar to other characters. For example, the capital I and the lowercase l can, if you imagine the word illustration, the first letter is a cap I, and then you have two L's after that. And, they at a distance, they can kind of look very similar. So often you'll see a lowercase l with a hook at the bottom. So you can really tell that it's not a cap I, or, there's no confusion there. Sometimes the dot on the I can get too close and it kind of turns into a bit of an L as well. So there's lots of things like that that you need to kind of consider for specific purposes.